Hey, what's up, guys? Wanted to post a quick video about a spec that I've been running. I get a lot of questions about what talents I run. People usually assume that I'm just full, all into ret. That's not actually true. I like to run something I like to call the dual talent, the dual spec system. I know dual talents is not actually in Classic WoW. I know that was introduced later down the road where you could switch between talents. However, this is as close as you can get to being that spec. So quickly, I just wanted to discuss, some of the perks and benefits of running this dual spec. The spec you see on the screen right now is actually just a pretty bog standard ret paladin DPS build, picking up all the essential talents like Vengeance, Sanctity Aura, two-handed weapon specialization. You get that 3% hit from precision, and then like Consecration, right? So my spec, I'll walk you through it. It's pretty straightforward. Personally, I don't need the hit, and this is kind of where this spec comes in clutch. You're going to get some extra benefits from going deeper into Holy, and then you're going to get all the essential DPS talents from Retribution. The only thing you're going to be missing is precision. So you're going to have to make up that precision, the hit chance through your gear, right? I'm usually, I have the Obsidian Edge Blade. I have enough hit gear. I'm pretty well geared off, so I don't have to be concerned with my hit chance. I'm just trying to get as much utility out of my build as I can, right? So currently right now, I am rocking 5 out of 5 Benediction over Improved Blessing of Might. The reason for that is we have plenty of Paladins in my guild, and they all have Improved Blessing of Might. So half the time, I'm just using Greater Blessing of Salvation, right? So with that, I don't really need the Improved Blessing of Might. I understand that I can use Blessing of Might when I'm out of those raid contexts, when I'm out PvPing, I might want the increased might. However, I don't find it to be that integral into my rotation. I just want the mana saved because I'd rather have a little bit mana saved and be able to pull out some heals in a raid situation rather than have a little bit of that extra attack power in PvP situations or whatever, right? So I go 5 out of 5 Benediction. I'm going to go 2 in Improved Judgment, basic talent build right there. My raid group, I don't get to use my Seal of Crusader, my Judgment Crusader, so just go ahead and skip out on that one. From there, I'm just going to put some points into Deflection. It's a really nice talent for PvP. It comes in clutch so much. You start fighting a warrior, you're going to realize how much parry and parry haste you get off of this, and it's really fun. Then down to Seal Command, obviously. Get Pursuit of Justice, 2 points in there. And then we're going to go down into Conviction. Just going to go ahead and put 5 points into that. And then from here, you have a little bit of leeway. You can either put some points in there, Improve Ret, Eye for an Eye, Vindication, Deflection. I personally, like I said, I love the parry. I'm going to go 5 out of 5 parry. Then we go down into Sanctity Aura, basic ret talent. 2-handed weapon specialization. Now you got an extra point here. I personally decided to go into Eye for an Eye just for that little bit of backlash damage when you get crit by a warlock or a mage in PvP. Other than that, I mean, you could put a point in wherever you want. It's kind of up in the air. This is my personal preference. Then you're going to go ahead and get 5 out of 5 Vengeance, the essential talents for DPSing as a ret. And then I'm going to skip Repentance. This is important because you're going to need it to get down to Divine Favor. So from here, 5 out of 5 Divine Strength, 5 out of 5 Divine Intellect. Some people choose to put 5 out of 5 into Spiritual Focus rather than the Intellect. I've gone both ways. I like Spiritual Focus. It is a really nice talent. Personally, I wasn't getting that much use out of it recently since I respect for Improved Lay on Hands when Blackwing Lair came out. And that being the case, I just decided to skip on Spiritual Focus. So 5 out of 5 Strength, Intellect. Go ahead and get Consecration. And then from here, I really wanted the Improved Lay on Hands for my raid to support my team as much as I possibly could. So I went ahead and put 2 points into that, and then the rest of the points into Healing Light, so that's 2 there. And then you're going to get 5 out of 5 Illumination, and then 1 Divine Favor. And that's going to be your complete build, guys. So what really is great about this build is that you have every single essential DPS ret talent in this tree, right? As well as getting Illumination and Divine Favor. These are basically the bread and butter of being a Holy Paladin. The only thing you're missing out of being a Holy Paladin is 5% Holy Crit and then Holy Shock. And then, Improved Blessing of Wisdom, which your other Holy Paladins can have, right? So essentially what you're doing is you're getting these bread and butter talents right here, improved land hands, the increased heals over here, and that's going to be able to have you easily switch between DPSing and healing. So for me personally, I try to keep my bags full of healing gear as well. So just in case, hey, we're having a hard time fighting this boss, we need to, I need to swap over to healer. I can easily do that, as well as just being able to pop a Divine Favor and a max rank Holy Light. That's a huge heal. It's almost full health. It's basically a lay on hands with a cast time. So it's really, really incredible. So I highly suggest doing this build. The main reasons is because, as a rep paladin, you're not going to totally be on top of DPS every time, right? You're probably going to be on the lower end of it. So you kind of want to embrace that, support style of play, in my opinion. Basically, when you run this spec, it allows you to DPS with no problem, and then easily pop out a nice, Divine Favor, Holy Light, a nice big ol' lay on hands. You can heal just pretty much as well as any other healer. My guild was laughing because I slapped on my healing gear, which isn't anything too crazy. It's, a couple pieces of Prebis and just whatever I managed to get my hands on, nothing really crazy. And on Flame Gore, I was actually topped the healing charts, which is pretty funny. Everyone was laughing because they're like, did you respec? And I'm like, nope, I've been the spec I've run in this whole time. So it's a really fun spec. I definitely suggest trying it. This spec can basically you get all the stuff you need done, and then I go in PvP with it because I got that 5% parry. It's pretty solid. The only thing I'm lacking is that repentance for PvP, but honestly, Divine Favor in PvP is pretty great too. A lot of the times I pop into a bubble or Divine Protection, and I Divine Favor and Holy Light myself for full health, and then the fight can be reset just like that. So it's pretty handy, and especially since you have Illumination, when you crit, it's going to give all your mana back. So one of the issues with healing as a rep paladin is you go too quick, right? Since you have that Divine Favor, you can actually pump out some heals. If you get lucky, you get a couple crits. You'll keep your mana up a little bit longer. And then in PvP, that Divine Favor is amazing. It comes in clutch all the time. I tried going regular rep for a little while, and I couldn't get over the fact that I didn't have Divine Favor. That Divine Favor is just, it's an amazing talent. And so yeah, basically I just wanted to do a really quick guide on this. I get a lot of questions about what kind of spec I'm running. Yeah, basically if you guys you want to try this out, I highly suggest it. If you're running a ret inside of your raid, I highly suggest them running this as well. It's pretty straightforward. Like I said, the only thing you're really missing is precision if you're going full ret. So that's 3% hit. So if you guys can make up for that 3% hit, whether you're a human and you got sword or mace skill, and then you got something like I have Obsidian Edge Blade, and then I have enough hit gear through my other pieces. So it's really not an issue for me to miss this talent. If I had this talent, I'd be way over hit capped. So, just think about that. Just try to base your gear around your spec. Make sure everything is in nice synergy. And trust me, if you run this 21-0-30 spec, your guild will like you a lot more because you're able to hop in and heal and do those things a lot easier. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick guide. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are having a good one. My guild is we're progressing through Blackwing Lair. We're doing things nice and slow. We're all pretty new to it. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. Hope you guys are having good luck with your gear, and have a good one. See you guys later.